Welcome back, everybody, to Championship Day here at Dallas Cup, presented by Coca-Cola as we get set for the girls under 16 final between FC Dallas, ECNL, and Solar ECNL. My name's Callum Squires. Alongside me, Nick Laupius, and we're going to take a step aside for just 1 second for the national anthem. We'll be back with you for kickoff.
CC's pizza dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya. The reviews are in, the critics are raving. Even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese? It's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it. She said she wasn't...
Welcome back, everybody. Callum Squires and Nick Laupius with you as we are getting set here for FC Dallas ECNL under 16s against Solar ECNL under 16s. The same two teams took part in the under 15s final just a few minutes ago. Won 4-1 by FC Dallas. And we are ready to go with our second championship game of the day. Nick, championship games always exciting, and as we see with this FC Dallas team, they won their 3 group games by a combined score of 10-1 before beating their fellow FC Dallas RL team 4-0 in the semifinals. Solar, however, with a really impressive record, 17 goals in the group stages across 3 games and 3 against Sting Dallas Royal in the semifinal. None conceded so far in this tournament by Solar. So what's it going to take for either one of these two teams to lift a championship trophy today?
Well, it's what we saw in the first matchup just a bit ago. Again, these similar squads. This time it's Solar not surrendering a goal throughout their play. And again, it's going to be who has the more speed. That's what we saw FC Dallas there in the under 15. Took advantage of a couple of quick strikes using their speed and transition. Be very interested to see who has the speed advantage. And of course, that midfield battle, a lot of physicality in the opening game. Expect to see a little bit more of that in this second game as we get ready to go. How about this? This past 2 championships of this tournament, FC Dallas and Solar, throughout the last couple of years, so it should be a fun one. This second game, again, perfect weather at Toyota Stadium, should be a lot of fun. Interested to see how Solar is able to shut down this FC Dallas attack. Again, who put up some pretty big numbers, 10 goals for in those first 4 games.
So we're going to run you through the starting lineups here in just a couple of minutes as we get set to go here for this championship game at the under 16 level. So starting with Solar ECNL, number 1, Kayla Cervantes in goal. The other starters, number 2, Camilla Beck, number 5, Miranda Black, number 17, Brinley Bohannon, number 20, Nina Duquette, number 12, Savannah Johnson, number 3, Morgan Landry, Rhiannon Mann is the captain, number 11 on her back, number 9, Finley McKnight, number 4, Elena Rayner, and number 23, London Young. On the flip side, for this FC Dallas team, in goal, number 1, Britland Razy, And we should say that she is joined by her sister, Brakel Razy, number 17, also starting. Brooklyn Hubbard, number 5. Number 29, Emmeline Holder. Number 19, Fenley Hibbard. Number 22, Adeline Gonzalez. Number 11, Ava Garvin is the captain. Number 12, Kira Floyd. Number 2, Elle Durham. Number 9, Talia Chacon. And number 10, Maren Brewster for this FC Dallas team. And we are underway. And immediately, Elle Durham trying to push forward as the PA announcer around us will repeat the starting lineups you just heard in the background. We are underway here. Nick, we saw FC Dallas get off to a quick start in the under-15s final with the early goal giving them a lead that they never gave up. What kind of concentration levels do you have to have from the start of a championship game like this?
Yeah, and especially, I mean, how stout both these defenses have been during the preliminary round and in the semifinal. It's going to be which defense shows the cracks first, which offense is able to take advantage. We saw some turnovers from Solar in the under-15 where FC Dallas was able to take advantage. We'll see which offense will be able to get that first batch of momentum going. But again, it'd be a lot of fun to see. I already see a little bit of physicality there at midfield. Be fun to watch how this plays out.
That's swung over really nicely by Brynlee Bohannon as Solar try and build through the midfield here in the early goings. Nina Duquette back into Bohannon, who turns nicely away from number 9, Talia Chacon. She tries an early shot there, but not able to test the goalkeeper really too much, Brynlee Bohannon, as Britland Razy is able to claim that one early on. FC Dallas trying to build forward there with Maren Brewster, number 10, and Talia Chacon trying to build together. Here's Bohannon again, who's been involved heavily in the early goings. Morgan Landry with the ball now. Looking forward for Bohannon again, but doesn't get there. And coming the other way is Brewster. She has a runner ahead of her, that's Elle Durham, but instead turns it back and maintains possession with Adeline Gonzalez. Bit of a scrappy start to proceedings here. Talia Chacon trying to go down that near side, and Nina Duquette able to halt her progress. Throw-in going to be taken by FC Dallas's number 5, Brooklyn Hibbard. But here coming the other way is Brynlee Bohannon. Driving through the middle, and Bohannon with a shot! And oh, nearly. Unbelievable effort that is from Brynlee Bohannon, and it flies just wide of Britland Razy's post.
That was a turnover FC Dallas on the opposite side of the field, and Solar using their speed just very quickly advancing down the field, getting a shot attempt just wide, but see Solar early on taking advantage of the first turnover and showcasing their speed to get down the pitch.
What an effort from Bohannon, who's certainly looked like a player to watch in the early goings here. Here she is again, trying to feed that one into Camilla Beck. And Beck is able to keep it in, but fortunately for FC Dallas, Brakel Razy is there.
Bohannon looks shaken up. Not sure if she got an elbow up high, but she's kind of hunched over in pain.
Good spot from you there, Nick. We'll take a second and check in here as Bohannon is being attended to by referee Raymond White. White being assisted today by Mary Niroj, Addison Hart, and Mandy Avila as the officials for today's game. Back underway here. And a throw in for Solar as they continue to keep the early pressure on here. Fenley Hibbard, number 19, wins it back. And that one's forward for Brewster. Good hold-up play by her, but can only find Nina Duquette of Solar with the pass. It's a good step in by Emmeline Holder with number 29 on her back. Durham tracking back to get it and now releasing Fenley Hibbard in behind. The official, though, flagging for a foul there. Or in fact, excuse me, just a throw-in. I thought he had pointed for a free kick, but instead we play on with a quick restart. Hibbard onto Durham. Durham with a cross-come shot that Kayla Cervantes has to come and claim quickly.
Both goalkeepers getting involved in the game early on. Of course, Solar the chance just a few moments ago. Shot just wide, but both keepers early on getting involved in the action.
Kira Floyd will take this free kick for Solar and swings it all the way across. A little bit of a dangerous pass, and instead FC Dallas actually able to snatch it back. Nina Duquette was not able to get there, but here comes Bohannon, who seems to have shaken off that early knock. Tried to find Finley McKnight, and between the two of them, they take it back from Brooklyn Hubbard. Hubbard and a Hibbard on this FC Dallas team, which is quite a nice combo of names. Throw in for FC Dallas down below us.
Both these teams coming off of shutouts in the semifinal matches. Feeling out process for 7 minutes or so gone by in this championship game.
Yeah, the lone shot in anger really coming from that long-range attempt of Brinley Bohannon in the early goings here. Elle Durham, who's been a spark plug so far, she skips away from her defender in towards the near post. And that's well defended by London Young, who had to get there first. Still a chance, though. FC Dallas continuing on the attack, and that's a good piece of goalkeeping from Kayla Cervantes to hold that one. Fenley Hibbard had jinked past a couple of defenders, and with the dangerous Maren Brewster lurking, Cervantes had to hold on to that one.
That was a really nice move to get past London Young, who had just made a nice play defensively just a few seconds prior, getting the shot off, and fantastic save by Cervantes to stay with it, like you said, not surrender a second chance opportunity with one of the FC Dallas attackers looming large.
Here comes Solar the other way. Finley McKnight fed it into Kira Young in the midfield. Miranda Black having to step in there and win that one. Here's Nina Duquette coming the other way. Bohannon looking for a center pass. Appeals for a foul there, as the attentions of Ava Garvin forced Camilla Beck to hit the deck. Nothing doing, and Solar bringing it forward again. Nicely brought forward by Rhiannon Mahn, captain of this Solar team. Brooklyn Hubbard winning it back, but here's London Young looking for the diagonal in behind. Really nice pass. Keeper's come a long way, had to get there, and Britland Razy does well to get there first to make sure she maintains possession and keeps a clean sheet so far in the first 10 minutes for this FC Dallas team. But London Young showing off her range of passing there with a nice driven ball in behind. Believe she was trying to release Morgan Landry over there on that far side. Here is Miranda Black. Oh, but that one's left a tiny bit short. Savannah Johnson getting away with that one as Cervantes is able to come out and claim it. Fortunate for Sola there, no damage really done. Nina Duquette wins a throw-in, and she will take it herself. Throws it into Bohannon, who is crowded out by FC Dallas jerseys. Young can't keep it, and here come FC Dallas the other way with Durham for Hibbard. Brewster has it poked off her toe by Black. Brewster a little bit shaken up after that one. Falls to Elena Reyna. Here's Landry. Plays it inside to the busy Mahn. Mahn goes diagonal, forcing Brooklyn Hubbard into defensive action. That one's forward and over the top from Marin. Brewster to chase. London Young coming across. Brewster gets the shot away, but Cervantes is able just to track it calmly across her goal and claim another save. But again, FC Dallas threatening Cervantes' goal here early on.
Yeah, it was a nice defensive play by Young to try and cut down the angle and force the shot from far distance from Brewster. But again, shout out to Brewster, able to get the shot off as London Young bearing down on her. So early on, FC Dallas getting a couple of really good looks.
Morgan Landry, though, bringing it forward with some great offensive impetus, but eventually turned away. Kira Floyd sticking to her job and limiting Morgan Landry's ability to get into the box despite the jinks and turns. London Young wins a throw-in down below us. Talia Chacon battling with Young. I think that's something we might see throughout this game today. London Young certainly has been all over the place so far, making sure she's keeping FC Dallas under wraps. Throw in for Brooklyn Hubbard. Swept forward by Adeline Gonzalez. And that deflection will give FC Dallas an early corner here. And Talia Chacon will be able to take this one. Chacon is down below us, ready to swing this one in right-footed. In towards the near post. Oh, it's fired over. And that was a good chance for Kira Floyd on the half volley. First corner for FC Dallas and a really dangerous opportunity there as Kira Floyd hammers that one just over Kayla Cervantes' crossbar.
A little bit too much underneath it, but that was a perfectly placed corner. Right where you want to put it. Unfortunately, just a bit of a mishit, but FC Dallas early on with the momentum and advantage offensively. First 13.5 minutes or so, getting a couple of really good looks in on the keeper for Solar.
El Durham tried in a bit of an ambitious shot there, blocked away, and London Young is able to find Nina Duquette. That's a lovely turn by Camilla Beck, and Bohannon has space to run into. Landry pointing where she wants it. Bohannon tries to find it to her, but give credit to Kira Floyd, staying switched on. Missed that chance at the other end, but immediately back in defensive position to make sure Landry could not get onto that through ball from Brinley Bohannon.
Yeah, very quick to cut down the angle and kind of squeeze that opportunity by the wayside.
Duquette took the throw in, but Sola couldn't hang on to it, and Marin Brewster brings it away the other way. Great step in there for Sola as Miranda Black picks it off Elena Reyna's toe. And the two of them combine to win possession back. Throw in for FC Dallas down below us. Brewster trying to turn away from Young as those two renew hostilities, but Reyna again in the way. She's been in a number of good defensive positions here early on. Reyna tries to lay it down the line for McKnight, but Chacon steps in. Young will be able just to watch that one trickle out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Solar. Number of players tying their shoelaces at the same time right now. Shot coming in towards Cervantes' goal. Again, Durham trying to test the keeper from long range. Cervantes certainly not looking flustered by that so far. She sends a booming kick with her left foot right up to the halfway line. Floyd won the header. And the second header won by Razy under pressure from Camilla Beck, who's been everywhere in the early goings. Here's Landry. And Mahn to Reyna, and now back to Landry. That's Emmeline Holder with a good interception, but it's picked off her toe. Reyna leaves it for Landry. She has Beck with her, as well as Bohannon, but that's a nice recovery tackle in that FC Dallas midfield by Emmeline Holder. Scrap on the far side. I believe that's Hibbard going up against Mahn, and Hibbard wins it until Solar take it back. Beck trying to turn away from the attentions of Ava Garvin. Here comes Nina Duquette onto her right foot, looking to take a shot, and Duquette does, but just sails it a little bit too high over the bar. Then Britland Razy is able to wait and see that one drift behind for a goal kick.
That's the first real sustained pressure we've seen from Solar. About 17 minutes gone by. A bit surprising just looking at the numbers that they put up offensively through the first handful of games, but a couple of the shot attempts going high and wide, but starting to sustain a little bit of pressure on that last possession. Now Dallas coming right back, FC Dallas.
That one was in towards Maren Brewster. Couldn't quite bring it under her spell, and Miranda Black able to hammer it away. It's going to be a goal kick for Solar. It's about 18 minutes played here in this girls under-16s final at the 45th annual Dallas Cup presented by Coca-Cola. Delighted to have you with us here from Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas, wherever you are watching around the world. We are here. Well, it's a pretty lovely day in terms of weather and temperature. Certainly a good time to be out there playing soccer on what looks to be a carpet of a pitch here at the home of FC Dallas. FC Dallas this weekend down in Austin at the Q2 to take on Austin FC tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in for that one on the FC Dallas app. Hibbard wins that one and takes a clattering for it. Rhiannon Mahn not pulling out of any tackles, it seems, in the early goings. Fenley Hibbard able to shake that one off, and a free kick coming the way of FC Dallas. In fact, forgive me, I think it was Savannah Johnson with that challenge. Ava Garvin, the captain for FC Dallas at the back, going to drive this one forward left-footed. In towards Durham, who takes it down. Can't find a pass, though, and Landry will just hammer it away and give her teammates something to chase. Here's Hubbard. Under pressure from Finley McKnight on this near side, and a bit of a collision there between Talia Chacon and Nina Duquette, but the throw-in goes the way of Solar. Hubbard hammers it forward. Black able to control it and will feed it back to Cervantes. Cervantes goes cross-field, and Mahn gets there before Hibbert and plays a nice ball forward. McKnight is interested, but Camilla Beck is chasing this one down, and Kira Floyd is forced to just send it out of play on this near side for a throw-in to Solar as we reach the midway point of this first half. Beck for Duquette. Beck again. Landry trying to get there first, and Garvin was able to deal with it. Bohannon trying to keep that one in, but unfortunately unable to do so. Nick, feels like a pretty evenly balanced game between these two teams so far. Obviously on the scoreboard still scoreless, but both teams clearly capable of both creating but also defending to a very high level.
Yeah, FC Dallas, a couple of more chances so far, but Solar, like you said, defensively very solid, and not a whole lot of looks for Solar offensively. FC Dallas been able to suffocate any Solar attack, but a thing that's kind of stood out in the first part of this match is the physicality definitely turned up a notch from the game we saw this morning. There's another collision there at midfield. Yeah, very evenly matched first 20 minutes or so.
Throw in for Solar, won by Finley McKnight. Duquette will take it. McKnight gets a touch on it, but it can only rebound off the knee of Beck and out for a throw-in. Bohannon. Pretty stop-start nature to the game right now. Not a whole lot of rhythm in it, despite both teams clearly showing they're capable of creating. Here's Brynley Bohannon. Beck was fouled behind the play, but Bohannon goes on. Lovely piece of skill, and that's a good block by Garvin. Hands behind her back, so she couldn't be accused of handball. But Brynley Bohannon certainly seems to be the one who might have the best chance of unlocking the door for Solar. That was great, strong play there by London Young to keep the ball. Landry trying to get away from Razy. But that is just hammered clear with no nonsense by Adeline Gonzalez. And a chance for Brewster to run in behind, perhaps. Can she get there first? She can. It's 4-on-1 and not in her favor. And Brewster does well, actually, just to get a shot on goal. Not going to beat Kayla Cervantes from there, but give credit to Brewster for actually managing to find an effort on target out of what looked like a pretty thankless opportunity.
Impressive, yeah. Like you said, just to get a shot toward the keeper on a
one-on-4
disadvantage.
Here, but that's good defending by Black. I thought Talia Chacon might have been able to lay in Maren Brewster, but Black able to cover Duquette down below us.
And Brewster early on looks to be an issue in terms to defend, just all over the place, lots of speed, generating a couple of those first looks for FC Dallas.
Beck with good hold-up play. Nice back heel, and she is somewhat unceremoniously dumped to the floor there by Ava Garvin. Nothing too untoward, but clearly a foul. Nina Duquette receives this nice cross-field pass. Duquette driving towards the edge of the box and finds Elena Reyna. Reyna with a shot. And this time, Britland Razy actually flies across her goal and does tip it behind. You can see as she stands up, I think she's a little bit frustrated that there wasn't someone stepping a little bit closer to Reyna to try and block the shot, but also the shot was definitely drifting wide and could have been left for a goal kick. But we will see here that from this range, Elena Reyna certainly able to get a shot in the direction of the goal and force Razy to turn it behind for a corner to Solar with 23 minutes played.
Yeah, first real chance now for Solar. So what they draw up on this corner kick.
He swung in right-footed towards the near post and actually way too close to the near post from Bohannon into the side netting. And that's a bit of a let-off for FC Dallas there. "15 minutes to play here in this first half. Rayner, Black, and Johnson exchanging some nice passes in that defensive midfield area. Cervantes drives it forward, but can only find the feet of Holder. Brewster and Holder trying to combine. Good defensive work from Duquette, and Beck, though, is going to be adjudged to have tripped Kira Floyd in her enthusiasm to win that one back for Solar. Almost 26 minutes on the clock here. Looks like Kira Floyd directing traffic and trying to send this one forward for FC Dallas, but it will only go straight down the same street as Kayla Cervantes was coming up. Landry, though, gives it away with a first-time pass. Great turn by El Durham, but London Young shows a great turn of pace to get there first and prevent Durham from going any further. Beck, rather large first touch, but great turn to keep it with her away from Ava Garvin. Landry looking for options, has Bohannon with her, but avoids the attentions of Hibbard. And Rhiannon Mahn tries to play it into the middle for Rayner. She connects that pass well. Rayner keeps it, and that's Johnson. Sprays another pass out to this left-hand side for Nina Duquette. Ricochets off Brewster and back to Duquette. Bohannon, she has space for Landry on the right if she can find her. She's trying to do so, but again, Britland Razy read the angle really nicely and was able to get off her line and claim that pass.
That's the second time that Raisley's come out to cut down one of those scoring chances for Solar. And that pass just a touch ahead. Just a little less on it would have been a prime scoring opportunity for Solar, who, again, really haven't generated a quality chance on the goalkeeper just yet.
Definitely, I think it's fair to say, a stalemate in this one so far through 28 minutes. Only really had a couple of long-range pop shots to talk about as far as almost goal-scoring opportunities go.
Looks like they are starting to find their rhythm, though, offensively. There's a little more possession and starting to chip away at that back line.
Ball's been in play for a little bit longer. There was a 5-minute period there where it felt like every 2 seconds we had a throw-in. But here's Bohannon, just evades her. Beck wins it back. Good tackle, Kira Floyd, to bring that one away. Fenley Hibbard to El Durham, who's definitely been, along with Brewster, the most dangerous players for FC Dallas in the early goings here. That's good recovery speed from Landry. Rhiannon Mahn with a lovely drag back and turn, and Rayner can find it to Bohannon, who can turn and face goal. It's 3-on-3 if they play it right. Beck going through the middle. Can Beck get there? It's the opening goal of the game, and it's Camilla Beck who tucks it away. And Solar, ECNL, take the lead in the girls under-16 final here at Dallas Cup.
What an effort. As two defenders bearing down, and look at that, just able to outstretch the leg, get the boot on it. An impressive first goal. And again, we were talking about it the last 5 minutes or so. Felt like they were finally starting to find their rhythm. And love that hustle and effort. Getting rewarded for Beck, the opening goal for Solar.
So Beck gives Solar the lead. I think there was a little bit of an inquest between Ava Garvin, Brooklyn Hubbard, and Britland Razy in goal. Certainly some questions about whether or not Razy was coming to claim it. Garvin, in particular, looked frustrated with the outcome there. And you can understand why, considering that FC Dallas now find themselves a goal down here. But I think Solar have just about shaded this first half an hour. Not by much, you know, that was really the first clear-cut scoring opportunity that we've seen. But Camilla Beck's persistence, her pace, and her composure in front of goal allowed her to just poke that one through the legs of Britland Razy. And Solar have the lead. 10 minutes exactly to play till half-time. Razy. And there's a pressure, and here's a chance again. Beck. Oh, was that an outstretched arm?
Oh.
It looked to me like it might have been, but Beck gets it back. Floyd and Hubbard come back at her, and eventually Britland Razy is able to claim, and that is a huge escape from FC Dallas there. I wondered if maybe a handball might have been called, and I'll say that I'm sure all of us are quite happy that there's no VAR here today and we can just play the game cleanly. But certainly it looked like Beck had flicked that one towards Landry on the back post, and Floyd might have gotten away with one there. FC Dallas continue to stick to their principles and trying to play out, but the pressure from Solar is definitely paying dividends at this point. Hubbard, no nonsense, says have that and chase that El Durham, but London Young continues to be a dominant force at the back. Slightly overruns that one, but Hibbard is blocked off by the captain, Rhiannon Mahn, and it remains 1-0 here to Solar. Just under 9 minutes to play until the halftime break.
Young just taking really good angles to the ball, and the ball carrier able to really cut down any sort of chance FC Dallas trying to use with their speed. Young able to use that boundary and angle, cut it down and force the ball out of play and slow things down for a bit. FC Dallas trying to use a little bit of speed, but on the other side, the offense, especially for Solar, again, last handful of minutes, really closing down the gaps of the FC Dallas defenders trying to exit. A lot of pressure applied now from Solar, who, with the 1-0 lead, starting to feel that momentum creep in.
Camilla Beck already got one goal.
Look
and
at
she's
Young
driving into the box. London Young was all the way up in an attacking position, and you wonder now if Solar have to be careful to make sure they don't let the back door stay open. Landry to Bohannon, who had been the biggest threat so far. Bohannon swings the left foot at that one and sends it over the top of Britland Razy's goal. But that opening goal from Camilla Beck certainly seems to have spurred Solar on to try and grab a second.
That's a second opportunity that time that goes over the net. But great passing to find a soft spot right in the middle of that defense. This one, again, just a little too much air underneath it. But, yeah, they're starting to feel that momentum offensively. Here's another shot.
Bohannon again testing Razy, this time on target. Maybe she's got her sights adjusted now. Can tell you London Young has finally found her way back to her usual centre-back position. Do love to see a centre-back breaking forward and trying to cause some mayhem. Miranda Black under pressure from Durham, but does well to find it back to Cervantes. And that Solar backline has looked solid so far. Young with a nice pass out to Elena Reyna. Carrying it to her left before feeding it to Nina Duquette. Duquette has Beck and McKnight ahead of her, but it ricochets into the path of Bohannon. Ton of space on the far side. They were looking for Landry. Perhaps the easier pass would have been Rhiannon Mahn, who had room to move into. Sent long by Razy, and here is Mahn. Picks up the pieces. Looking to send one in behind for McKnight to chase, but Brooklyn Hubbard is not having any of that. Young. Composed in defense. Like the look of her game a lot there. Black. Cervantes. And here's Duquette. Adeline Gonzalez finds Fenley Hibbard, but Landry takes it off her toe. Maren Brewster with instant control. Has a runner out to the right in Talia Chacon, but Finley McKnight, she dallied on it too long, and McKnight picked her pocket. Savannah Johnson for Marn. McKnight can't win that header though, and Hubbard will take the throw in on this near side.
Just about 5 minutes left in this opening half. See if FC Dallas can generate a couple of quick looks. As they started out the first 15 minutes or so kind of controlling the pace and possession. Since then, it's been Solar slowly chipping away and then eventually getting that opening goal. But their back line, you mentioned earlier, back line very solid so far for Solar, not allowing any quality chances from FC Dallas. A couple of shots from far distance from Brewster early on, but it's been about it.
Black gets there ahead of Brewster. To McKnight. And that's deflected off Hubbard and out. Hibbard calling for it on the far side. Adeline Gonzalez has to take the long way round via Garvin. Here's a chance for Durham perhaps to turn defense into attack for FC Dallas. She's matched up with Black on that far side, waiting for support. Gets it in the shape of Braquel Razy. It's in towards Holder. And Holder is going to win a free kick in a dangerous position. Elena Reyna held her hands up as if to say, I didn't touch her. But Emmeline Holder hit the deck. And Raymond White, our center referee, awarded a dangerous free kick here to FC Dallas. Discussions between Razy and Gonzalez about exactly what they're going to do with this one. And it looks to be... It actually looks as though Anna Garvin has won the discussion. And Garvin is going to take this one left-footed, it looks like.
And keep an eye out. We'll see where Brewster ends up. Right in the middle of that pile, over on the near side.
It is going to be Garvin with her left foot. And what a save that is by Cervantes. Garvin really got a hold of that one, drove it goalwards, gets high fives from a couple of her teammates, and well she might, because what an effort that was. But give Kayla Cervantes all the credit in the world for turning that one wide for a corner.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be too fooled by a bit of a fake out, and yeah, going airborne, beautiful stop by the goalkeeper. Going to be right back in the middle of things with this corner coming up.
Talia Chacon to swing it in right-footed. There was danger from an earlier corner. This one, not quite as much. And it's hacked clear by Brinley Bohannon.
Oh, we got numbers now.
And Landry. Dallas getting good numbers back in defense, but Landry hits a shot that ricochets straight off the back of her teammate Beck. Young, great composure again, and plays it out wide for Rhiannon Marn. FC Dallas trying to find a way back to get parity before half-time, with just a minute and a half left in this first half. But McKnight and Rayner on this near side have regained possession for Solar. Savannah Johnson to the far side for Rhiannon Marn, who has room to move into, with Fenley Hibbard taking a slightly deeper defensive position. Marn continues to drive. And going all the way to the edge of the box. What a run that was, until Kira Floyd says enough of that. But Duquette, with her right foot, fires one right into the back of Talia Chacon, who definitely felt that one. And Hubbard clears it away for a throw-in, but Solar continuing to press here with less than a minute to play until half-time.
Yeah, they, again, win possession from midfield and moving up in the last minute of the half, trying to get one last scoring opportunity.
Bohannon to Landry. McKnight takes a shot. It falls to Landry. And that's going to be offside, it looks like, on the far side. I think McKnight had maybe moved slightly ahead of the defensive line. We're not going to have any added time here at the end of the first half, so it looks like we will be headed to half-time in just a few seconds. As that one's fired forward by Talia Chacon. And London Young again has been imperious in this first half. Just takes the ball away and runs away from Maren Brewster. And that will do it for the first half of action here. FC Dallas under 16 trailing. Solar under 16, 1-0. Camilla Beck's goal, the difference. We'll take a couple of minutes and be back with you for some halftime analysis. You're watching the FC Dallas Cup on YouTube.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya. The reviews are in, the critics are raving. Even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come beat the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it. She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2. And 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
Can Billy come out to play? Yes! Woohoo!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Welcome back to halftime of the girls under 16 final here on championship weekend at the 45th anniversary of Dallas Cup, presented by Coca-Cola. We're going to take a few minutes now to take a look at a quick video on the history of Dallas Cup and what it's all about.
Welcome, world, to my hometown in the 2024 Dallas Cup. I'm Weston McKinney from the U.S. men's national team. I'm very excited to be joining the Puma family, and I'm wishing you guys all the best of luck in this tournament. Hopefully you guys form a lot of connections with many different cultures and people. And make sure you guys stop by Soccer Corner's tent to pick up the latest Dallas Cup Puma gear. See you guys.
Welcome back to Toyota Stadium here in Frisco, Texas, as we are in the midst of our halftime break in the girls under 16 final between Solar ECNL and FC Dallas ECNL. Callum Squires and Nick Laupius with you here today. And Nick, interesting first half, which we'll touch on in a minute, but something I wanted to flag was the interesting difference in the approaches to halftime. FC Dallas have gone back into their locker room, and Solar are staying out on the pitch having their team talk down below us. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes for more halftime analysis and the start of the second half.
Can Billy come out to play? Yes! Woohoo!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2. And 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you. And you. And you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya. Reviews are in, the critics are raving. Even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Welcome back to the 45th annual Dallas Cup, which is sponsored by Coca-Cola, Dallas Tourism, and Puma. And of course, here at Toyota Stadium by Toyota. Callum Squires and Nick Laupius here with you as we are getting set for the start of the second half in just about 3.5 minutes here between FC Dallas and Solar. And we will take a step aside here for just the last few minutes, another few messages from our sponsors, and be back with you for the start of the second half with Solar leading FC Dallas by 1-0.
At CC's pizza dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you. And you. And you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya! The reviews are in, the critics are raving, even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere!
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it. She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2. And 2 became... mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
Tacos.
Can Billy come out to play?
Yes!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Welcome back, everybody, for the start of the second half of the girls under-16 championship game here at the 45th anniversary of Dallas Cup, presented by Coca-Cola. My name's Callum Squires. Alongside me is Nick Laupius. And Nick, after that first half, Solar took a while to get going, but found the breakthrough from Camilla Beck. And I think we're just about good value for that halftime lead.
Yeah, they had a couple of really good looks. A few beforehand where they were trying to really get that long stretch pass going, not able to do so. But then Camilla Beck able to stay with it and just able to get through the 2 defenders. And you were mentioning right after that goal, 2 defenders were chatting with the Britlin Razy, wondering if she was coming up or not. She had been very active before that goal and coming up and cutting down some of those passes. Kind of caught in the middle on that opportunity, and Beck was able to take advantage for the goal. But it's been largely because the defense, that back line of Solar has been solid, led by center back London Young, who has been so solid in really shutting down any opportunities for FC Dallas. Couple of looks for Marion Brewster, a lot of those from the outside, not a lot of really close range opportunities for FC Dallas in that first half, but London Young very solid, leading the way for that back line of Solar for the 1-0 lead.
And we're back underway. Marion Brewster got us started in the second half here for FC Dallas, and it appears as though both teams are unchanged as of now, heading into the start of the second half.
I would say for the first 20 minutes or so of that opening half, not a whole lot of rhythm to the pace of play, a lot of back and forth, a lot of out of play and throw-ins, and then in the second part, was a lot of Solar knocking on the door to eventually break through for the first goal of the contest. And again, they still have not surrendered a goal throughout this tournament.
Miranda Black is going to take this free kick to start the second half. London Young, as Nick alluded to, so dominant in that first half.
You know, it's going to be tough to try and avoid her, the center back position, but FC Dallas want to try and get anything going, have to try and stay away from number 23 in white and blue.
Reyna and Duquette combining to win it back for Solar on the far side. They've been impressive in possession and creating a very good chance for Camilla Beck, and she tucked it away through the legs of Britland Raisy. That's good defensive play down below us as FC Dallas try and shut down Solar's advances. Raquel Raisy, sister of the aforementioned Britland, came across and cleaned that one up. Miranda Black is going to take the throw in, it looks like. If we get, oh no, excuse me, she's handed off responsibility to Rhiannon Mahn. But here come FC Dallas with a real chance through the middle. But again, London Young is in the right place at the right time. But Miranda Black is adjudged to have committed a foul on Raquel Raisy. And Black not happy with that decision. Center referee Raymond White calling her over for a talking to. Thought he might be considering a yellow card, but does not pull one out of his pocket. And instead, Ava Garvin, who probably had the most dangerous shot of the first half for FC Dallas when she tested Kayla Cervantes with her left foot, is going to swing this one in. Garvin plays a nice ball low, certainly an ingenuitive free kick. Raisy challenging for it. Hibbard helps it towards goal, and Cervantes can only turn it against the crossbar. Thought she maybe could have claimed that, but she turned it against her own crossbar, and just about Solar escape with their lead still intact.
Yeah, it looked like a last-second decision to try and punch it. Kind of caught in between. Take another look at it. Again, just trying to, yeah, just punch it over and then just off of the post. Best look so far for FC Dallas.
It was a speculative effort from Fenley Hibbard, but she forces Kayla Cervantes into her second big save of the day. And Cervantes fortunate to see that one rebound back off the crossbar and out. So a good start to the second half for FC Dallas, but not yet able to find parity in this one. Hibbard has space for Elle Durham to run into. Durham plays it down the line for Brewster. Young is tracking her, and Black coming across too, and perhaps she was thinking about Young, and Black nipped in and grabbed the ball. Johnson won it back, and here's Landry. Under pressure from Raisy, but she's turned it away to Young, who's gone on one of her forward runs again. Young looked like she might have jarred her ankle trying to play that crossfield pass. Hibbard able to step in and find Raisy, who turns it inside for Adeline Gonzalez. Solar trying to steal it back. Talia Chacon does well to maintain possession, but Brewster has her pocket picked by Duquette. There's Beck, the goal scorer, laying it on for Finley McKnight. Beck again onto her right foot, trying to find room for the shot. She cuts back left. She takes a shot with her left, and what a goal! It's a second of the day for Camilla Beck, and it's a 2-0 lead for Solar ECNL in this under-16 final, and Camilla Beck has just scored an absolute worldie.
I mean, judging from Raisley's reaction, didn't look like, I thought for a second it was going to go wide. I don't know if she got a good read right off of the kick, but yeah, second goal, beautifully placed for Beck, who's just able to get right in between a couple of those defenders and just perfect placement over to that opposite side post. Opens up 2-0 lead for Solar.
FC Dallas with it all to do now. A 2-0 lead for Solar early in this second half with just about 6 minutes played here in the second period. And Camilla Beck, what a performance. The first one, a bit of a poacher's goal with her right foot poking it through the legs of Razy. But that one, on her left, driving it over and across Razy, who was, in all defense to her, pretty helpless to get anywhere near that. And Camilla Beck has a brace on championship day. And this Solar ECNL team, led by head coach Salvador Adames and manager Jennifer Osteen, lead 2-0 over FC Dallas. This same group from Solar did win the under-15 Invitational last year, but this time at the U16 level and with a 2-0 lead. Elena Reyna hits the deck following that challenge by Adeline Gonzalez. And Solar finding it's almost all going their way right now. Pretty firm challenge by Gonzalez, definitely a free kick. But with Beck's second, Solar with a chance to really turn the screw here and try and see if they can finish this with a third. It's fallen to McKnight at the back post. Bohannon coming onto it, and again, another dangerous opportunity for Brinley Bohannon with her left foot. Goes just too high of Razy's goal, and we are going to see our first change of the afternoon as FC Dallas are making a change. Maren Brewster, who has been good but shepherded well by that defense of Solar, is going to be replaced by Lena Jr. So Junior will come in, presumably, to create a bit of a shift in the personnel for FC Dallas. Junior checking into the game at left back, it looks like. So we'll see exactly what the shift in shape for FC Dallas is. Here's Beck again. Junior pressuring her from behind. Landry gives it back for a strike on goal, perhaps ambitious, from Rhiannon Mahn. And it does go behind, and it's a goal kick for FC Dallas. So Nick, we've spoken about that second goal. Hugely impactful to get that bit of space, that buffer of the insurance goal, as some people might call it. How did FC Dallas go about trying to overturn a 2-0 deficit with just a shade over half an hour to play?
They've showcased a little bit of their speed throughout this match. Hadn't got a whole lot of sustained pressure. So I'm going to have to try and, like right here, try and get one of those quick ups. Like, it's going to be a tough challenge going up against London Young, able to kind of move away this time, though.
Razy with a good ball to the back post. Can Hibbard keep it in? She does do. Has Junior as an option back down the line. Tries to go inside to Durham, but overshoots it. And Black is able to turn it away, and here comes Solar on the break. Bohannon streaming forward. She has Beck. She has Landry. What a pass that is. Landry in towards Beck, but well headed away at that time. I think by Holder that was. Landry keeping possession for Solar. Mahn and Savannah Johnson and Black playing out of trouble nicely. London Young comes over to pick it up. Couple dummies and keeps it ticking over with Black. Black out to the far side for Duquette. Finley McKnight making a run, trying to get in behind. That door was closed fairly firmly by a combination of Hubbard and Chacon. Nice play in the middle by Johnson. Finds Elena Reyna, who's been good at keeping the ball moving for Solar. Camilla Beck to Landry, who's been a spark plug for them. Looking for Bohannon. She gets away from Junior. Bohannon takes a right-footed shot this time. She's certainly willing to take a shot from any and all angles. That one is adjudged to have deflected behind for another corner for Sola.
And you got to think at some point she'll get a quality look right on goal. And she's been all over the pitch this afternoon. Couple of shot attempts going over the goal, that one deflecting wide, and now she'll get a chance to place it right where she wants it on this corner kick. And we got London Young creeping up now, getting ready for this corner.
Young with pretty substantial size advantage over a number of the players out there, and she looks to be trying to put herself on the toes of Britland Razy. Bohannon will take the corner, right-footed in towards Young. Head goes up by Landry, and it's just too high over the angle of post and bar as Morgan Landry continues to look dangerous, this time with her head from Bohannon's corner.
Now this replay, again, puts it right where you want it. Just hair above the post over on that far side. But the thing that's kind of been surprising in this second half is just how quickly Solar's been able to get set up offensively and generate a couple of those looks to blink. And all of a sudden, Solar on the other side of the field, getting a couple of looks in on the goalkeeper.
So Trinity Morrow replaces Adeline Gonzalez for FC Dallas. Britland Razy up against London Young. And for the first time all day, someone got past Young, only for Young to come back and win the foul off Braquel Razy. Young just so strong, so quick. Looks like a really classy defender with the ball at her feet as well, able to dictate the play, passing out of the back. High quality individual and great performance from her so far today. Rayner and McKnight just about hold on to possession, and Rayner able to turn away from the attentions of Talia Chacon. Beck challenging, and Bohannon trying to feed it back to her, but instead it breaks the way of Finley Hibbard. Hibbard turns away, gets past Savannah Johnson into Holder. Holder was expecting Durham to make a slightly more angled run inside. And unfortunately for FC Dallas, they've just not quite been able to connect in those spheres of the attacking final third.
And just looking disjointed once they move a little bit closer to the goal, and that time miscommunication on thinking Durham cutting a little more toward the goal, instead not able to connect on that pass, and it's a opportunity gone by the wayside. 53 minutes gone by, down by 2, up against it.
Hibbard and Durham connecting again, but Hibbard is forced to go back to Junior. Landry tries to tuck it inside for Mahn, but nothing doing. Durham plays it forward looking for Razy, but Cervantes off her line well. Young, not going to be worried by the pressure by Razy. She is so calm in possession. Savannah Johnson to Rhiannon Mahn. Nicely controlled by Talia Chacon. Young, however, just steps across the pass of the ball.
Which makes it look easy, doesn't it? It's not like she has to exert a whole lot of energy to get in the right place, right time.
She has been a Rolls Royce of a defender so far today. Pacey when she needs to be, strong when she needs to be, just as Morgan Landry was there. Beck tries to return it to her, and it falls instead for Brinley Bohannon. Here's Beck. Beck with a shot. What a goal! Camilla Beck has a hat-trick. It's flown over the top of Britland Razy, and Camilla Beck scores her third of the day. It's Solar 3, FC Dallas 0, and Solar look to be on their way to the Under-16 Girls Championship.
Wow, I mean, what a boot in the cannon that time for the hat trick. Yeah, just sailing it over the head of the goalkeeper. Made it look easy that time. 3-0 lead, 55 minutes gone by. How about that? The hat trick in the championship game. And she's done it now from kind of all different areas of the field. Talked about the first one, just able to poke it home. Second goal, able to go on the far side opposite post, and this time just right over the goal keep.
What a goal from Beck. Sola clearly not done yet. Rhiannon Mahn still bringing it forward. Brinley Bohannon and Landry are options. Here is Landry. Landry in on her left, looking to feed it in for Beck again. And give Britland Razy a lot of credit. Would be easy to let your head drop after conceding a third, but Razy attentive to the situation and got out quickly to stop Beck from getting in potentially for another. And what can you say about Camilla Beck? Poacher's goal in the first half, long-range left-footed chip, and an absolute hammer blow from outside the box with her right foot here in the second half. All she needs is a header, and she really would have wrapped up a perfect performance. But Camilla Beck has a hat-trick, and Sola with a dominant lead here with just 23 minutes to play in this girls under-16 championship game. Hard really to think, Nick, what FC Dallas could have done about either of Camilla Beck's goals in the second half. In the first half, you could argue the defensive structure, and she was able to get to the ball first, but those two finishes are just of the highest quality.
Yeah, it's not like they left her wide open here in the second half. They had bodies in the way, but she's just been able to get a little bit of separation and a lot of power behind those shots, able to get it past the goal keep. And top out this program, well, both these programs, of course, generating lots of talent, lots of championships here in the Dallas Cup. But for Solar SC, a couple of alumni actually signing to the National Women's Soccer League as of recently. Kennedy Fuller, Emery Adamus, some graduates that have signed now with their professional soccer clubs. And they've showcased their depth this morning with a 3-0 advantage. And, of course, shut down defense. Good goalkeeping. And then, of course, you have the hat trick from Beck, who has scored all sorts of ways this morning to open up that 3-0 lead. Just about 20 minutes away from securing this championship. And again, like you were saying, it's not been for a breakdown defensively in the second half for FC Dallas, just been a better finish on the other side.
Another change having been made by Sola, and Anna Mayer, wearing number 10, has replaced, I believe, Rhiannon Mahn. So Sola shuffling their pack to try and maintain this advantage. Looks like FC Dallas preparing another change down below us. Sophie Berakokia about to join the fray. But right now, she's going to have to create something incredibly special to turn the tide of this one with a 3-0 lead for Solar ECNL and just 20 minutes to play. Really high level action today, and a great example of this Girls Invitational at the Dallas Cup, which is obviously still relatively new but growing year on year as the organizers of Dallas Cup seek to invest heavily in the girls game. Plenty of college coaches watching here and from home to see the talent on display here, and we've certainly seen a lot of it. Great first touch by Anna Mayer. Chance for Beck again, and this time it's a great save by Britland Razy. Beck was sniffing a fourth goal of the game, and give Razy a ton of credit for getting down quickly and turning that one past the post. It's a corner for Solar.
just surgical the way they're able to kind of split apart this defense and resulting in another great look for Beck. And a shout out again, yeah, to Razy, who surrendered the 3, but sprawling out, getting a hand on it, able to knock it out and hoping to shut down another corner opportunity for Solar.
So Hubbard comes out and Barakokia comes in. Corner still bouncing around as Landry gets it forward. That looked like handball, and indeed it is. Finley McKnight poked it goalwards. It feels like a bit of a harsh judgment considering how close the distance was, but it definitely looked to have struck her hands. And it's a penalty for Solar and a chance to really wrap this one up for Brinley Bohannon.
And she's had her opportunities this morning, and now point blank, a couple have been sent over the goal. The last one sent just wide. We'll see what she does here.
Bohannon going to be taking this right-footed against Razy. Brinley Bohannon, and Razy got a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. It's 4-0 Solar as they close in on the girls under 16 title here at the Dallas Cup.
Yeah, Razy again read it right. Got a hand on it, but just not enough. It's too much power behind it. 4-0 Solar. About 18 minutes to go.
You see a bit of a puff of the cheeks there from Bohannon. I think she knows that's maybe not the best penalty she's ever taken. But it all counts. It's 4-0. FC Dallas are back underway here with Emmeline Holder and Anna Garvin exchanging passes. Just been clinical from Solar when they've had chances, and this woman is so dangerous. Camilla Beck tried to find Landry, but taken off her toe. Landry chasing back on the new entry for FC Dallas, Barakokia. Durham gets there first. We are awaiting another couple of changes. Yesin Saar will be in momentarily for Solar. And also getting ready down below us is Shaylin Taylor, number 27. For FC Dallas.
Big difference in what's resulted in Solar getting a lot of the scoring opportunities is just connecting on their passes, and that's FC Dallas trying to get a few of those going from long range, not able to connect, resulting in a lot of one-and-done opportunities. But for Solar, again, just like to borrow a phrase there, so clinical in terms of their passing and then breaking down that defensive structure of FC Dallas to result in those scoring chances right in front of the goal. It's been really solid structure by Solar, and that passing, it's the little things, right? It's going back to the fundamentals, and you do those well, good things tend to happen, and resulting in the 4-0 lead in the championship bout.
So Finley Hibbard replaced by Shaylin Taylor for FC Dallas. And we're back underway with a throw-in on this near side. Rayner couldn't win the header, but Black wins it ahead of Razy. Immediately, Shaylin Taylor has to do some defensive duty to track the run on the far side. But Landry with a lovely turn. Looking to continue moving the ball is Beck. That's Mayer, who was instrumental in winning the corner that led to that penalty. Taylor, though, give her credit, straight in and up to speed. Able to shepherd that one behind for a goal kick for FC Dallas. More substitutions coming. And number 9, Finley McKnight, is going to take her bow to be replaced by number 19, Jordan Hill. And this is interesting. Hill scored the lone goal in last year's under 15 final. Hill with the game winner last year for this Solar team. And now she checks in, as it looks like she's about to be an under 16 champion today. Camilla Beck has done the damage. And this 4-0 lead with a shade over 13 minutes to play seems like it's insurmountable for FC Dallas at this stage.
Yeah, especially the way Solar defensively has shut them down, and a lot of maybe one and done opportunities, not a whole lot of prime scoring chances. One dangerous look early in the game, that was back in the first half for FC Dallas, but since then it's not been a whole lot to write home about for FC Dallas, as Solar has just seemed like they've had the ball in their possession this entire second half.
Leah Elder also into the game for FC Dallas, number 16 down below us in this left back position. I believe Junior, who was at one point a substitute in, has had to be brought back out. Landry and Beck with such good link-up play between the two of them. Black, just sit down under pressure from Durham, but is able to step through the midfield. You can see the exhaustion in the body of Briquel Razy. She's been everywhere, starting the first half in defense and now playing the second half in attack, but not able to find a way past Kayla Cervantes in the Solar goal. Elena Reyna to the far side, finds Camilla Beck with that pass. Beck looking to return it for Jordan Hill, but she couldn't quite control it. It was a difficult pass. It was up around thigh level. Would have been a pretty impressive piece. And another couple of changes for Solar now, as the pack is really being shuffled, and Savannah Johnson, who's had a great performance, will be replaced, as will Elena Reyna, who again has been everywhere. Ariana Carrillo into the game for Solar, and also number 7, Cassidy Horton, as this Solar team looks set to wrap up their victory.
Really a dominant performance in this championship game. Again, talking about not only you have the 4 goals up 4, but just not allowing really any opportunities for FC Dallas, especially in the second half. Be able to shut down another high-powered offense, not let them get any quality looks at your goalkeeper. It's a solid defensive showing, and then eventually the offense breaking through. Of course, he had the hat trick with Camilla Beck, and then the penalty kick. Bo Hannon, who had a couple of looks throughout the game,
That's
able to
Jordan
connect.
Hill with a great effort. Sorry to cut across you there, Nick. As Jordan Hill looking to add to her goal in last year's championship game with an attempt there. London Young continues to be dominant at the back there for Solar.
Yeah, early in the game, she really set the tone for that back line of Solar, of cutting down any fast chances for FC Dallas, and again, eventually the offense following suit.
Bohannon with a nice ball in behind for Young. Excuse me, not Young. Hill to the byline. Beck! That's number 4 for Camilla Beck. It's number 5 for Solar. And give all the credit to Jordan Hill. Brynlee Bohannon with a wonderful pass in behind. Jordan Hill got to the byline. She had a goal in last year's championship game. She has an assist in this year's one. And Camilla Beck scores her 4th of the day. It's 5-0 to Solar.
Like you said, all credit to Hill, able to go wide. Perfect pass, has the defender going to the goal, able to find the passing lane for Beck, who gets her 4th of the contest. 5-0 for Solar. But great passing, Bohannon to Hill, and then the goal scorer, Beck.
Hill and Beck combine. Beck has been deadly throughout. FC Dallas, to their credit, still coming forward, trying to find a chance. Here's Durham. What a finish that is. Oh, that's so unfortunate. The offside flag's up on the far side. That's so unfortunate. We thought FC Dallas had a well-earned goal, but El Durham is denied by the official's flag on the far side. Great move, all things considered, and Durham took a touch with her left foot and fired it high into the top corner past Kayla Cervantes. But it's not to be for FC Dallas, and it remains 5-0.
So for the moment, Solar still keeping their shutout streak alive during this tournament. Help with the offside, but that was the first time really that FC Dallas had a look in the middle of the pitch against Solar and just not able to get the bounce their way in terms of the offside ruling. And Solar continues to keep that goose egg up on the board.
Miranda Black happy just to let this one trickle behind for a goal kick. And we've spoken a lot about Young, but give a ton of credit to Miranda Black as well. That partnership, you know, it's a partnership, those two centre-back positions, and you can't have one without the other. And Young and Black have been exceptionally skillful today in restricting the FC Dallas opportunities. Shaylin Taylor getting involved on the far side, but can only find Bohannon. Kira Floyd steps in to take back possession. And Garvin brings it away. Floyd again, looking for Razy. Holds it up ahead of Black, but is unable to find Durham with that back heel. Cervantes to Black. Far side is Horton. Horton running through the middle, excuse me. Here's Black and Cervantes. Cervantes with a nice diagonal pass for Anna Meyer. But that's a giveaway. And here's a chance for Razy, but Black, of course, she gets there first. Great defensive work. And Solar, as you alluded to, Nick, certainly seemed content and, in fact, focused on making sure they maintain this shutout that they have for the tournament.
Yeah, of course, already impressive to have the 5 goals up en route to a championship, but to not allow a goal throughout the entire time would be just the kind of cherry on top.
To put it into perspective, this FC Dallas ECNL 08 team had only conceded 1 goal in 4 games leading up to this final, but ended up today conceding 5, 4 of which go to Camilla Beck. Here's Bohannon. Hill's in behind. Can she get her goal? Great piece of play there again. Britland Razy has been off her line like a flash at times in the second half. Denies Jordan Hill a goal in the championship game for the 2nd year. Running. Beck. Bohannon. Beck again. Still looking dangerous is Camilla Beck. Yesin Saar tracks that one. Faced up with Taylor and turns away from her. Wins a throw in for Solar. Saar looking for Beck. It's cut out by Trinity Morrow. Barakokia sends that one forward in the direction of Durham. But Young is there again. Calmly settles it before deciding the right course of action is to play it to Mayer on the right-hand side. And good interchange between Mayer and Cassidy Horton until it goes astray from Carrillo. But Solar get it back quickly. Here's Saar. And Hill again. Bringing it inside. Has Horton. She gives it to Bohannon. Bohannon has plenty of room out here for Mayer, but Mayer just misjudged that bounce. And it'll be a throw into FC Dallas with a shade over 3 minutes to play. Durham. Up against Mayer, cuts inside and does well, but Mayer stuck to her task. Not able to maintain possession, but does.
Again, just a suffocating effort from this Solar defense. Again, right there, try to get the ball right in the middle. Defense comes through, does result in a free kick coming up, though, for FC Dallas, trying to break the shutout streak in the final 2.5 minutes or so.
Anna Garvin had a dangerous free kick from a similar position at the other end in the first half. She'll look to see if she can put this one either on target or into a dangerous position for one of her teammates, though with the way she's lining up with a slightly longer run-up, I'm kind of expecting a shot here. Garvin does strike it. It's the same kind of idea towards the back post, but this time she gets underneath it too much, and it drifts over the crossbar, and Cervantes maintains her clean sheet.
Yeah, like you said, a similar idea to her first opportunity back in the first half, but just off the mark.
So, Nick, as we tick down here, just inside 90 seconds still to play, just want to get your overall take on what has turned into a comprehensive win for Solar at the end of this one, but was certainly a game that was in the balance early on. They'll hold for 1 second as Jordan Hill runs in behind. Camilla Beck is with her. Jordan Hill on her left foot, and another great save. Britland Razy is stuck to her task and turns that one away to deny Jordan Hill a goal in this one. Nick, your thoughts overall on today's game and that chance from Hill?
Yeah, I think that sequence pretty much sums it up. It's been just the precision passing in transition, especially for Solars, resulted in those opportunities to where early on it was Razy doing a great job, like you talked about, quick off her line, able to cut down some of those angles, and then after a while, I think maybe just for fatigue starting to set in for the goalkeeper and the back line. Solar just able to find the soft spots in the defense, and of course Beck with 4 goals. He had the penalty a little bit
nearly another
later
from Hill as Bohannon's corner goes over the bar.
But then defensively for Solar, again, just shutting down any opportunity, led by London Young, who's all over the field. That came up a bit in an attacking position a few times, but she just looked so composed, really setting the tone for the rest of that defense. And not a whole lot of quality chances in on their goalkeeper. But Cervantes was challenged early on, able to make some big saves as the game was still getting set. So the tone set by the defense of Solar, eventually allowing the attackers to open up some opportunities. And, of course, you got the 4 goals from Beck. And then the goal from Bohannon a little bit later on. Also, a couple of good looks from Hill, was looking for goals in back-to-back championship games. But, like you said, comprehensive victory for Solar in this championship game. It looks like they will do so without allowing a goal throughout this entire tournament.
We're into 1 additional minute here at the end of the second half. Solar are wrapping up their victory It looks like by 5-0 as Black shuts down another attack. And it's been comprehensive. Brynlee Bohannon tries to send that one forward. And with that, referee Raymond White brings this one to a close. And Solar, ECNL 08 are your champions at the under-16 level. We'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes for a trophy presentation here. You're watching the 45th Dallas Cup presented by Coca-Cola.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya. The reviews are in, the critics are raving. Even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it. She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2, and 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt, just like you like it.
Tacos.
Can Billy come out to play?
Yes!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Tacos.
Can Billy come out to play?
Yes!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2, and 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt, just like you like it.
Welcome back to the trophy presentation here after the girls under-16 final at the 45th anniversary of Dallas Cup, presented by Coca-Cola. Callum Squires alongside Nick Laupius with you here today. And Nick, as we see Solar about to receive their medals, it's worth pointing out that this was a very good game in the first half, quite tight back and forth, and only really in the second half did Solar end up truly pulling away. Your thoughts on this Solar performance as they get their medals down below us?
Again, just a complete performance in all areas of the game. They had a couple of really good looks early on. Eventually able to break through with Beck's first goal of the game, splitting the defenders. The goalkeeper, Britlin Razy, was kind of caught in between, not able to get to the ball first. Beck with the goal. But like you said, pretty evenly matched contest in that opening half. And then in the second, really, Solar able to start to break down the defensive structure of the FC Dallas team, and just surgical passing, and Beck with a couple of more goals ends up with 4. Bohannon, who had a couple of looks throughout the game, sending it over top of the goal, able to connect on the penalty kick. And then defensively, of course, led by London Young, but that entire back line suffocating, where FC Dallas, a lot of one and done, not a whole lot of sustained pressure. 1 or 2 looks on the goalkeeper, Cervantes, but those were back in the first half. So just overall complete performance in all areas of the game for Solar, and a well-deserved championship celebration. Again, going through the entire tournament, all 5 games without surrendering a goal.
And we are presenting the trophy right now to the under-16 girls champion, Solar ECNL, as they lift the trophy and celebrate their championship here at Dallas Cup in 2024. Thoroughly well deserved. A ton of credit to their coaching staff, Salvador Adames, Kristen Williams, Gabriel Adames, and Jennifer Osteen as well. Solar ECNL 08, your champions. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today and watch our girls under-16